Lourdes Central Catholic, a playoff winner tonight. Talking with Alex Schnitzer, Simon Bruggeman, and Callan Schnitzer after the win. Callan, we'll start with you. Hard-fought win, but you guys are moving on. How are we feeling?
We're feeling great. Moving on to round two. We played a great team. We really kicked it in the second half. You know, just team players. Just trust everyone and another. Just great plays on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, people might look at the scoreboard and say, "Oh, blowout," but I mean, you guys really had to earn it tonight. How big is a win like this?
You know, this is huge for the program, huge for us. Gives us confidence moving to round two. Yeah, we just played a better second half. We need to do that in both halves. 29-point fourth quarter.
How did you guys kind of find a rhythm and pull away?
You know, we got some stops on defense. Got the first score. Really helped us get some momentum that we could tell they were getting a little tired, and we felt that, and that really gave us some motivation.
Obviously, as the quarterback, everything kind of runs through you. I mean, they made it tough for you in the first half. What adjustments did you guys make in the second half?
You know, we just decided to stick with the ground pound. Our line they just really drove them back, and that gave us the kick we needed.
Let's go over to Simon now. I mean, first off, just thoughts and feelings on getting the win tonight.
It was a great win. We fought tough second half. You know, didn't have the greatest first half, but we made adjustments and we just trusted our teammates.
I know you guys aren't a team that's going to throw the football a lot, but one of the times you did tonight, you ended up scoring a touchdown. Take me through that play.
You know, it's just a bootleg, and Callan barely had time to throw. I barely got a block on the guy, and I trusted him on the throw, and he trusted me, and I just made a play.
Let's talk about that kick return. I mean, that felt like the momentum changer. Take me through it from your vantage point.
Before the play, I kind of thought they might run that sneaky little, just quick kick, and right when they kicked it, I knew I was going to get it, and next thing you know, I was just running down the sideline.
Felt like you fielded it on a perfect hop. I mean, what's going through your mind? What's kind of the thought process during that play? I know everything's kind of happening fast.
Yeah, it was a lot of instincts. I was really aggressive on it. I thought it was going to be that kick, and it was, and I kind of got lucky on the bounce, I guess.
You know, when you crossed the goal line, tell me about kind of the feelings in that moment, knowing that's probably a big momentum changer.
Oh, yeah, it was great. You know, I felt great. Sideline was going crazy, and I was just, you know, just ready to keep scoring.
Let's go over to Alec now. I mean, man, you had a great game tonight. Tell me about it and how we're feeling.
You know, we knew they were going to be a good team. They play a tough schedule up there. We knew that it was probably going to come down to the fourth quarter, you know. Last week, we didn't have a good outcome, and we were ready to fight tonight, and it showed in the second half especially.
Speak to your night offensively. You have a big touchdown early, and then you were kind of the go-to guy in the first half.
Yeah, I knew that they were going to be a little bigger up front, and I knew that I trust my guys, they trust me, and we can get a lot of work done.
Defense was really good tonight as well, and of course you were a big part of that. What'd you guys do well defensively?
You know, we switched it up a little bit. Previous weeks we've been running man. We switched to zone because we feel we're a little bit quicker. We can rally better, and got to give the D-line credit. You know, they were back there all the time making the other guys make plays, helping us rally to the ball and making big plays.
Heck of a win. How do you guys keep this going?
You know, every opponent in the playoffs is tough, and we know that. Last year we made it pretty far, and we're not ready to stop playing. So we're going to keep playing nice football and make it far.
Gentlemen, congrats.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Coach. I mean, quite the finish from your guys to get the win here tonight. Takeaways on what you saw tonight?
Kids with a lot of grit, you know. We knew that GACC was going to be tough. They just watch them on film. They're relentless on defense, just tough to block. They had a couple players that really caused us to change our game plan offensively. We were able to get a couple of breaks in the second half. You know, I thought we had some chance to get some interceptions in the first half that could have changed the game, and we dropped them. But you know what? We made up for that in the second half, and our kids played defense pretty well when they had to.
29-point fourth quarter, and it felt like you guys were just more in a rhythm overall in the second half. What changed?
Well, you know, I'd like to get Callan to, you know, we ran the option, and he had some big runs late with the option, and he tends to give it early, and sometimes he just needs to pull that ball because, you know, he's tough when he's got the ball in his hands. And He started pulling it there in the second half, and that changed the whole perspective on everything, because then their middle linebackers kind of became obsolete because they're tackling the fullback and he's free. So that was one thing that we did, and I think that really made a difference.
Coaches talk all the time about special teams, and I mean, you guys won that category, and then you hit a big play, kind of a momentum-changing play there in the fourth quarter. How big was that?
Oh, that was huge, because they had just scored, and the kind of momentum like on their side. And we had our hands team in, because we knew at that point that I would have done the same thing. I'd have kicked an onside kick, and sometimes the ball bounces your way, sometimes it doesn't. And Simon's, he's a ball hawk. He has great hands. He just seems to know where the ball's at, and he's got good speed. Made a heck of a play for us.
Anytime you hold a team to 12 points, that's going to win you a lot of games. What'd you like defensively?
Well, it's kind of a bend not break. That's the way we've been all year. We give up some first downs, but when they get close to the in their red zone, we tend to stiffen up a little bit better. And I saw some kids play a little better in the second half. Justice Kreifels kind of made a step above for us. He made some plays that he hadn't been making in the first half. And then Callan read that, hit that pick. Just not trying to do too much. Sometimes we want to do too much, and if everybody trusts their teammates and do their job, we're a pretty good team.
You guys get another week of football now. Just speak to that and kind of the expectations as you guys move forward.
Well, it's a privilege. It's an opportunity. We talk about that all the time. For these seniors to get to play again, that's something special, and we want to honor that and give it our best shot.